So many people are asking themselves, hypnotherapists, how what suggestions would lead to deep trance? So there's often a focus on how to create that deep trance for the client. Hi, this is Noemi. So I'll be talking about ACH, and in ACH or advanced conversational hypnosis, it's it's not important. The depth is not important. We don't focus on depth. What we focus on is them to be able to get to a point where they get to trance and they can solve their problem. They have the motivation, they have the incentive to solve that problem. And this can be done really elegantly in a real minimalist way. They can achieve it by having a sort of a like an everyday conversation. It isn't an everyday conversation, but from an outsider's perspective, it might look like it. It definitely starts like it. So we'll say that's pretty much where we always start is what's the problem? And they will say the problem is that I have money blocks. Yeah, so that might be a general problem that people believe that they have money blocks. You immediately know that this is their conscious conclusion. This is something that they believe to be true, but it's just a symptom. It can't be the real problem because if it were, they would have solved it, right? So we know that, I don't know, I don't have bread at home. What is the obvious solution? Go to the shop. When does it become a problem? If I can't go to the shop, or if I believe that I can't go to the shop. But if I don't, then I just go to the shop, get the bread, I have bread, problem is solved. So basically, we solve millions and trillions of problems throughout our life. So we are resourceful and we have experience, we have the creativity, we have the information, or we know where to look for information or how to ask for help to get there. And when somebody goes to a therapist, they they feel that they cannot, that somehow they don't have choices and options. So there it is, the client who says that I have money blocks. And so my immediate reaction is not, okay, let's put them into trance and then get out the script to money blocks and we'll solve that. Or look at go back to three memories and see how they are connected and then what meaning to make of it and then maybe hug their inner child or whatever. So instead, I am having a conversation. So how is that a problem for you? How are money blocks a problem for you? And when did that start? How is it impacting your life? And what is a money block? How do you know that you have a money block? Yeah, so simple questions. But as we are asking these questions, we are not just having a normal conversation with somebody. We, as a therapist, are looking for unconscious information. We're looking for those mini trances that go into, because most of the information that we are presented with is conscious. They're related to assumptions. And we won't be able to help them solve the problem through that. But going to depth in normal hypnosis would be, and you go deeper and deeper and maybe clicking and whatever, or smelling the lemon, or so relaxing the body. All of this is not necessary to go deep. And also, depth of trance does not equal transformation. If it did, then we could just go into deep trance and that's it. But it's not the case. We actually need other things as well. And so we start with the therapy, and the therapy, these questions, they reveal moments that are hypnotic in nature, kind of they have mini trances. the client enters these mini trances to retrieve the information to be able to answer our question, and then I will ask questions that are related to those mini trances rather than 99% of what they say, but there was a mini trance, and then I will ask about that. What was that? Tell me about that. I heard something. What is that? Right? I might even interrupt. What is that? What was that? And as we keep asking about these things, they actually go deeper and until they are in trance and they are able to resolve the issue for themselves. So instead of thinking about how you can put your clients into deep trance so that afterwards you can do the therapy on them by following a protocol, what we do is we do the therapy, and the therapy, this conversation, this interaction leads them to trance. And actually, it makes it a much faster and more potent transformation.